They found the pickup truck partially burned, but the thick, oily smoke filling the cab was not the worst discovery. Inside, a gruesome blood trail confirmed the missing man never escaped the vehicle alive.
You were here when this started? Yeah, you were. Sir, come on. Your version of this story has changed 6 times just since you've been here.
This was not an accident. This was a failed attempt to destroy evidence and hide a murder. Now, police faced a terrifying question. Where had the killer hidden the body?
What's your guts telling you?
Chris Thorne was out.
Better be thankful when I get out.
She's not faithful to. You just heard it.
When the 911 call came in, the officer first suspected drug use. What he found instead were the signs of a horrific crime scene.
I'm actually driving. I just passed a car on Shower Bath Road that's pulled over. They had smoke rolling out the window.
The local fire chief, Perry Barlow, immediately recognized the maroon pickup. The truck belonged to his uncle, Bucky, a creature of habit who would never abandon his vehicle.
That's my uncle. I'm thinking, well, why is my uncle's truck here on Shower Bath Road?
Didn't show up today, hadn't heard from him.
The pickup's interior revealed 2 spilled containers of motor oil, a clumsy attempt to destroy the evidence. Police also found a significant amount of Bucky's blood on the steering wheel and back seat.
There's a pretty good indication. Gloves, they were wearing gloves. The palm print here.
Don't touch anything or don't disturb any more than you have to.
Weeks before his retirement, Bucky's last phone call was with his fiancée, Mary. Now Mary traveled from Indiana, heartbroken, to confirm her worst fear. Bucky never showed up for work.
Just wish we could find him alive.
I know, I do too.
This is crazy. I don't want to be without him. He's my world.
Investigators quickly honed in on Bucky's long-running feud with his neighbor, Craig McLeod. Rumors of golf club threats and escalating confrontations immediately made him the prime suspect.
You think had a problem with the man?
Who? The McLeod.
You think McLeod had a problem?
Yeah.
And what do you think would happen from there?
I know he was going to take a golf club to him.
But the rumors grew darker. Word spread that Craig's friend, Chris Thorne, had been seen trying to borrow a grinder. This fueled a horrifying theory that Bucky had been murdered, chopped up, and secretly buried.
Come here and told me that Chris Thorne got a hold of them and wanted them to help.
Well, who are they?
He took the golf club and hit the guy in the head, and he chopped him up, put him in different places.
Well, who told you that?
Somebody out of town.
With the town consumed by suspicion, Chris Thorne was even confronted by 5 people who believed he was responsible.
Hey, record, I get that. All right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Would it not look odd if you get your phone out and then they hit record, put it in your pocket and say, so tell me about killing Bucky?
After 10 agonizing days, a hunter made a devastating discovery: a body found face down in the water. Identification was quickly confirmed. It was Philip Bucky Barlow.
Preston County 911.
We're just down here hunting, and we came across a box in a trip.
The initial theory was wrong. The cause of death was a deep knife cut to the neck, not a golf club. Despite the pressure, police could not link Craig or Chris, and both men were officially cleared.
Have you talked to Craig since this guy went missing? No text messages?
No, nothing about him.
Did you in any way participate in the disappearance of Bucky? No.
8 months later, the case was cold, but the lead investigator decided to re-review all the original body cam footage, where he found one small detail that contradicted everything.
So you guys were home all night? You can't hear nothing or nothing in there with the air conditioning on.
Bucky's neighbors, Laura Martin and Bobby Quinn, had given a perfect alibi, claiming the fan and washer-dryer drowned out all noise. The investigator quickly confirmed that the couple owned neither item.
on figuring out all the circumstances with Bucky's disappearance and death. How well did you know him?
Really not very good.
Okay, and you didn't hear anything?
No. We had the air conditioner on.
Did you hear anything that night?
No. Like I told you then, I had the washer and dryer running.
The initial lie was a desperate shield. The investigators' next move was to use Laura's recent infidelity against her partner, Bobby Quinn, to make him break.
You know what her relationship is right now with her ex?
No.
Okay, probably not exactly what you think it is.
You know what I need? You for about 20 minutes. You know I'm taking one more time, right? Better be single when I get out. I love you, baby.
She's not faithful to you. You just heard it.
Bobby quickly turned on Laura, claiming the murder was her idea. He explained the motive, a quick robbery, believing Bucky kept thousands in his pocket for retirement.
Remember, Bucky's by herself, and she was standing there waiting for him to get his work. And whenever he come off his porch, she grabbed hold of him and tried to rob him.
Did you know she was going to kill him?
No, I had no idea.
Okay.
Quinn's details constantly changed as he desperately tried to place the box cutter and the killing entirely on his partner. But investigators challenged his inconsistent story. He confessed they only took a meager $50.
Dude, you just told us you gave her a wallet to her twice. Well, your version of this story has changed 6 times just since you've been here. She told me to give Bobby. You were here when this started, right? Yeah, you were.
Confronted by Bobby's betrayal, Laura offered her own version, portraying herself as the hero who tried to save Bucky and pinned the knife attack solely on Quinn.
He pulled a box cutter out. And I'm like, what the Then I saw Bobby cut him. I shoved Bobby and I put my hands on Bucky's neck. And I'm looking at Bobby and I'm crying and I'm like, please don't do this. And then Bobby's like, I'll kill you too. And like, there was a look in his eyes I ain't ever seen in my life, and it scared me. It really did.
The truth was far darker than either confession. Laura's former cellmate contacted police to expose the disturbing reality of the killing.
I'm kind of having trouble getting my mind wrapped around something that you said a few times that Bucky put up a hell of a fight.
Yeah, he
Got
did
him,
it his
I think
house.
the words where he got his licks in.
Yeah.
But then he gets down here with the gun to his head of the vehicle, comes down here and then just submits to get on his knees. You gotta know that he's gonna be.
Laura's former cellmates revealed she confessed to the murder, sharing chilling details of the knife attack and bragging about the violence in a way only the killer could. In October 2022, more than 3 years after Bucky's murder, Laura Martin and Robert Quinn were each sentenced to life in prison, plus an additional 180 years for robbery, kidnapping, and murder.